Hey guys, my name is Simpsy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Rome 2. Here today on the channel, we're back on our Divide et Impera Empire Divided Aurelian Let's Play. This is episode 5. In today's episode, we're going to continue the conquest of Cisalpine Gaul. In the last episode, we managed to defeat the Roman Emperor Tectriclus of Gallic Rome, defeating him in the last, and now we're going to push on against Gallic Rome with that advantage. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series thus far, and where you'd like me to expand and conquer. We're pushing into Cisalpine Gaul, as I said, and we're taking the city of Metallodunum now with a clear-cut order resolve. The Emperor and my brother Lucius are going to be able to loot and occupy the city, bringing in 10,000 gold. Genoa still stands defiant, so we need to retake them. We also should be able to officially end the civil war here today and finish off the last of the Roman pretenders. We'll move my brother Lucius here to the border. We'll get some fresh cohorts and recruits to push upon the city of Genoa. Has changed hands quite a lot in this series. For now, it's under the control of Gallic Rome. I'll put in the description below all the mods if you guys would like to download it and play along with me. We've got another legion here, Legion 3 Illyria, pushing further north towards Korea. We have another army here down in Corellos, and we're going to be able to take our first piece of territory on the island of Corsica. Or is it Sardinia? I can never remember. Anyway, now the Roman pretenders only have one territory left. Still got two other armies protecting the east and north across the Danube. We could very well expand that way as well. I want to try and start, once we're capable enough, to open up multiple fronts. So we're still at war with Britannia and the Celtiberian Romans as well, we still have to deal with. Okay guys, welcome to the top of the turn. It's winter 273 AD, and this will be one of our harshest winters of the series. As we're slowly but surely pushing further north, the winters get harsh, and obviously it's 4 turns as well. So we're going to be in winter for quite some time. Also, in winter, in DEI, it's quite bad. It's incredibly harsh and costly when you're moving around territory. So we're going to have to be careful and prepared to be fortified and hopefully not overextend ourselves and commit, because we're really going to have to rely on forts and stuff. But for now, we're pushing into Genoa as the summer has sort of hit the city towards the south. It's going to be not as sort of costly as pushing through like the Swiss Alps or anything. But regardless, we've managed to take Genoa here now, and we can sack it, or we can get another 11,000. I'm going to do that because it's quite a lot. We can still rebuild most of our economy in the east and in Greece, and anywhere between 11 to 10,000 denarii is quite significant for us, and especially that it's winter, we're going to have to replenish and repair and convalesce in these territories anyway, so you might as well sack it, because we're going to be spending quite some time here. We're not going to have problems with public order too far few in the future. Okay, welcome back. Winter has now ended. It's still 273 AD. We've got a full stack holding in Genoa. We've got another in Metallodunum, and we can push another army to Camalodunum. I think that's how you say it there. And this will be one of the east and northernmost cities of Gallic Rome. Another clear-cut order resolve. We've managed to destroy 2 full stacks, including the one we fought against the Gallic Emperor Tectriclus himself. So it's going to be interesting to see how he responds. We mortally wounded him, so he's fled mostly back to his territories in Gaul. We're going to push into Octoduron now with my brother Lucius, and he is going to need reinforcements if we are going to be able to take the city. We're pushing over the border from Metallodunum. But overall, once you get Cisalpine Gaul under your control, it's really easy to defend the former, well, sort of defend attacks being launched from the former Retii and Helvetii territory in Korea and Octoduron. My brother Lucius is going to take the command in taking Octoduron, and it's another clear-cut auto resolve against Gallic Rome. Only a couple thousand men lost. We shall loot and occupy once again, and hold Camo in the north and Octodoron further towards the south. We've nearly got all of it under our control as well, as we do have some eastern provinces making this up. Rightio guys, welcome back. So without further ado, we're going to put the final nail in the Civil War coffin. We can finish off the last of the Roman pretenders here today. We fought them a lot earlier on in the series, fighting them in the island of Sicily with the siege of Brundisium and of course the siege of Rome. And that should be the last of the pretenders. They should have no more territory now.
Men yearn to be remembered, to make a mark on the world and rival the gods. Only the strong achieve immortality.
Hey, the Civil War ends. Got a nice little cinematic cutscene. Yeah, faction destroyed. The Roman pretenders are now officially no more. Rightio then guys, so we did lose Octodoron and we had to flee back from it, but Gallic Rome has actually moved an army to Korea. We're going to be able to pincer it as well, so we'll send an army from the north, south, Legion 3 Illyria, and then I'll send my brother it's Emperor Aurelian. I thought my brother was garrisoned there, he was there last time, and that army's now fled. With the Roman pretenders gone, we're going to focus on Gallic Rome now for this episode. And today we should be able to take Korea now, the former Retii holding for the first time, and defeat a full stack of Gallic Rome with a clear-cut auto-resolve. That's what, 3 or 4 armies that we've managed to burn and destroy from Gallic Rome so far in the series. Let's loot and occupy. Gallic Rome have really strong swordsmen and infantry from what I've experienced in this campaign so far. They've been a lot more competitive and harder to deal with the pretenders themselves. Alrighty guys, welcome to the top of the turn. We're going to have a battle here today at Octodoron, but look how smoky it is in Europe. Like look at this shit. You can barely see anything. I don't know why. I guess I was just like too far high up in the clouds just there. That's crazy. Okay, regardless, we're rallying up to continue to push against Gallic Rome. We currently have Lucius, my brother, here in Genoa. We have another army pushing up here. We have 4 armies in the north in operation. We have Emperor Aurelian ready to push against Octodoron. And we're going to fight Legion here. Ballica. So I guess this is like the Belgium one. We managed to take that full stack out in Korea. So we've got 4 armies up in the north. The Roman pretenders are no more. We've got a small army here just garrisoning Carthage. We've got a navy on the way as well. So once we take Octodoron, we probably want to send 2 units down to Massalia, and we'll continue the rest further north. The capital of Gallic Rome is Bebract, and key territories Tolosa, Narbo, Bertogala, their gold mine there of course as well. I'm actually mobilizing 2 forces in the far west that were originally defending in Edessa and to work towards the north. I'm actually going to finally get rid of this Roxolani contingent. They are nomadic peoples that have settled in, what would this be, like Transylvania and Wallachia, I would probably say, just over the Danube there. And we're going to be able to take nearly the entire province of Dacia. So we have a couple of armies here rallying up, ready to push over. And already I got my governor to scout just ahead of Serenium, just to sort of see what we're coming up against. But 2 full stacks should be able to deal with that. We do have a new defensive ally in the Morii, who are a African desert nomadic kingdom. We also have a military alliance now with the Alemanni, as they're at war with Gallic Rome. They really quite like us quite a bit. But no other faction really loves me as much as they do. Lusitani, we're getting some better relations. Armenia's on the list. We're still at war with Hispania Satyria, Gallic Rome, and Britannia. Hispano-Satyria have done quite well. No, I wouldn't say... Yeah, they're doing okay, right? They've taken Tingis, and they've pushed further south. They've really stranglehold the west coast of Iberia, pushing into modern-day Portugal. However, my puppet state and allies, Numidia, has taken Saguntum, just south of their capital, Turako. So that's an interesting development if they somehow continue to push. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move Emperor Aurelian further north, and he can encircle that one out. Man, if he was to fight that by himself, supposedly he'd be massively outnumbered. But once we sort of can break through this Gallic Alpine sort of pack here, we should be alright, because we are struggling a bit. It's been a little bit back and forth in Octodura, and we've had to do tactical retreats here and there. But let's chuck a quick save and a hard save, and defeat another army belonging to Gallic Rome. So they have 2 units of Gallic swordsmen, mercenary German berserkers, some Gallic warriors there as well, medium spears, swords, hunters and some savage dogs. They actually are not using sort of the default units. They're getting a lot of Divide et Impera stuff. But look at the auto resolve. We have 6,483. So we only outnumber them by about 600. It's not an over resounding one, you'd think. Alrighty, let's assault this one here today and hopefully defeat another army belonging to Gallic Rome. The Battle of Octodurus now, Octodurum. They change all the time. What is it? Londinium, Camalodunum, London. As long as you sort of know what I'm talking about. It's because I play so many time periods. Like I don't even know what it is. It's Menelodunum, Menelodinium. They change so much. Bertugala, Bordeaux. Whatnot. But yeah, we've got the Battle of Octoduron 273 AD against Gallic Rome's army from Belgium. The Emperor is bringing 6 units of Roman legionaries, 2 units of cavalry, 4 units of just sort of legionaries, 2 spears, archers, and of course ballista. Tectoclus himself has fled back to the heart of Gaul, and has yet to sort of show his face after the defeat. The thing is, right, we were fighting the Pretenders for so long, but towards the end of their capitulation, Gallic Rome made the decision to push against them into Cisalpine Gaul. So normally we'd be fighting them in actual main Gaul itself, but due to their rapid expansion into Cisalpine Gaul, we've had to throw them back from their recently conquered territories already. Okay guys, welcome to the battlefield. It's currently raining, so let's wait before we start the deployment. Fog. It's not looking good in the north. Dry, we'll take that even though it's a little bit cloudy. Okay, my reinforcements are coming from my right hand side, so we're going to have to lopside the force slightly, just to protect our boys coming in, because we really want to try and rally up with them. We could even go... that's not too bad. Okay, we'll go with something like this. We could even turn it slightly as well. But I don't think I want to, because we could make it something like this, which might be in our best interest. It's just a shame that our reinforcements there aren't coming directly behind. Maybe we'll go something like that. So allow these guys to hold from the front. Is that going to be enough though? No, I don't think it is. So we'll make this. We'll go like that, right? To this, yep. We'll go something like this. How much more can we extend it? Not even by that much once it's there. Okay. You can start to go like that. Just in case they charge, we need to invert and drag some of these guys. Alright, skirmishers can sit there. Catapults, or Roman ballista rather. Flammable round can sit there. We'll go with a flammable shot as well. And we'll move the general here. Now, previous experiences trying to hit their overextended units doesn't seem to work. So I might just keep you here for now. Let's start the battle. Wait for our reinforcements to slowly but surely trickle in. My brother Lucius is here with his Cataphractari and his Roman cohorts leading from the front. Glory to Rome. Okay, and we still can't see the enemy coming in just yet. Wait for everyone to march in. So my cavalry is occupying the other flank. Mostly making up our front line, our infantry, inverting 2 on the flanks, skirmishers, archers using flammable ammunition along with the ballista, and here of course is Emperor Aurelian himself. Okay, so they haven't seemed to push, and our reinforcements have just arrived now. Okay, so I can actually change up this army build now that they're actually here quite quick. So what I'll do is I'll go back to that formation, so we'll go something like that. We could even put the whole unit there and then allow these guys to be the flanks. I think I'll do just that. So what I'll do is I'll extend this out as far as we can, and we'll leave it like that. And then we'll go like 5, because last time I tried to go with the Roman sort of tactic of having sort of units in different points, like getting lines, right? Have multiple lines, but that actually didn't work well for us. We were better to have men on the flanks instead of trying to plug holes, because flanking in this game and encirclement is so crucial, especially in DEI, so we're probably better off just doing that instead. We'll move Aurelian to the left flank while my brother can hold the right. And we have no more additional cavalry there. And we could move it like here. Maybe even get them to take this hill, so everyone can move and rotate. So we currently have 6 full stacks in operation, 6 full legions. So once we defeat this full stack in Octodoron, we should have a little bit of moving room and a bit of a break, because that's 4 or 5 or so Gallic Rome stacks we've defeated. So we should be able to push into Massalia, push into Central Gaul with a little bit more ease. Even though Massalia does have a small additional garrison as well. So we're moving into position here now. The problem is, I might have to move my cavalry up, because what's going on here now is that... Oh, no, they're going. I was going to say we can't see them, so that's why they're not attacking us just yet. So they are slowly but surely moving into range. We might even countercharge some of them now moving in, because they are using a lot of Divide et Impera units. So everyone's moving into position here now. My ballista, some of them are actually now in range, so they're getting their shots off. It looks like they're going to move... Is that cavalry? Yeah, they're moving medium Gallic guys there. We'll maybe allow them to get a little bit closer, and we'll go for them. Is there any more cavalry there? No, let's push down and take it, maybe. We'll just hold here for now. They're pushing more on the left flank. My reinforcements have actually just made position there. Oh, we've got some spears that haven't gone their way there. Look, you know what? You actually can just make the center there. Let's allow my cavalry to push for them, because they're probably going to charge into my side here. So we'll allow my cavalry to go down here. Alright, so there's a little bit of skirmishing going on, that's fine. We'll allow my ballista to continue to hit that center rank there. What's this? Very light melee. Just pull further back, we don't want to get caught or anything. My Pila are actually dealing with these guys coming in quite well. Push and hold this area here. And it looks like they're going to try and hit my front line here. My archers are trading with theirs quite well, and we're raining fire and death upon them here. We're skirmishing quite well. Once more of their infantry gets engaged, we'll get our own shots on here. But it looks like the Gauls are going to go headstrong into my Roman infantry, along with some bringing some dogs as well. There's a little bit of friendly fire going on here, but that's no matter. Fire at these back tier units now that are now trying to come in. We'll wait for the entire force to commit and we'll go. So as I was saying, we'll have 4 legions commit for Gallic Rome. And the other 2, once they finish off... Let's hit these units around the back. Once they finish off... there's actually spearmen and stuff there. Once they finish off the men that are sitting in Danube, like in Dacia, we'll send them east, I reckon. We might even have some campaigns against Queen Zenobia. Okay, so let's try and hit these guys that are coming in here and that are sitting further back. So everyone seems to be holding for now, which is fine. We can get our cavalry involved. I wanted to wait just a tad so that my cavalry can come in. They already seem to be breaking at some points. Let's try and hold in certain aspects where we can. And we'll just give it a couple more minutes until more guys get in. We should be able to start flanking in a moment once more of their soldiers commit in. So my cavalry is going to be able to disrupt their archers here. And the General Rome's, yeah, the Gallic Rome's unit is actually a heavy chariot. Antonius, I wonder if he's a descendant of Mark Antony. I guess he'd be considered a great general, but a traitor at the end of the day in this sort of time period. Alright, pulling further back here, because he was against Octavian. Right, we can push further down here. My cavalry's doing really well here this time around, and their front line is buckling. Okay, we're going to continue to try and countercharge this. Alright, and eventually make your way down this front line. Continue to let my cavalry charge down you. You can continue to go down this. I told you to move into a better position, please. Okay. Lucius is getting slightly targeted, but that's okay. And it looks like my cavalry have done their work. So pushing them out and having them pick up units that have overextended is probably the play a bit more. So let's send you in, send you there. There's so many units here that need to be pushed. Okay. And it is really turning into a slaughter here for the rest. Get my cavalry to charge this way and hit some of these guys that are trying to retreat. But compared to the... Oh, yeah, friendly fire. Hold. Get them out of here. Compared to the battle against Tectoclus, the Gallic Roman units this time around have really capitulated. And now cycle charging cavalry units in is not going to work out well for them. Pushing in lighter Gallic warband there. They are equipped with Roman shields and swords, but their armor is really letting them down a bit. You got to give it to Gallic Rome. They are tough, hardy fighters, fighting with some of the best steel that the old empire has to offer. And the metalworking, especially for the Gauls, is magnificent. So, they are a worthy adversary for the Sun God. Okay, well, everyone's nearly in a full retreat now, so let's start moving units out. There's actually like full stacks here of units that are retreating that we can try and gobble up. Like, you gotta go for this sort of stuff. You go for that as well. Okay, there seems to be one unit somehow holding out here against all hope for them. And let's continue. Make sure a cavalry unit is running down always. Yeah, go for the mercs there. Even though probably having them cost some more. They're definitely a higher valuable asset. We've managed to throw back another Gallic Rome army. Alright, yeah, well, they're actually getting like pinged there, so they need to be moved. You can go for this. Do we have cavalry sitting idly by at all? Because we shouldn't. Everyone should be picking a target and running them down. Even the general himself. Some slingers and archers here are hitting them. And now the cavalry can come. Pull them back. Excellent. Alright. Even Emperor Aurelian is getting involved. Okay. And there mustn't be too much more, just a couple of stragglers. Left and right. Alright, let's end that one there. Decisive victory. That's what I like to see Lucius Aurelian, the Emperor, deployed 6,483, losing a measly 1,281. We have absolutely decimated General Antonius of Gallic Rome here to, I was going to say Gallic Gaul, here today, who deployed 5,983, even though that the Emperor himself had a small margin of 500 men to our advantage. It was no match for the superior tactics that we threw against them. So, the general unit himself, 128. Yeah, look at that. Look how much better my cavalry performed. 147, 569. Obviously, you can't attribute all of those to the fight because they were sort of running down units. Ballista did well, 141. Slingers. The slingers are nearly performing better than our archers with flammable shot. Maybe I should go back to standard. Maybe that's it. Maybe because it's a lot more accuracy and stuff. Swordsman did well, 242. Spears didn't do that well. Looking at the casualties sustained inflicted for them, some of their swordsmen got 181. 24. They killed 1,138, and we lost around about 100 from friendly fire, which does happen, especially with the amount of peeler and throwing javelins in Divide et Impera. Especially like slingers and archers and ballista, it can sort of stack up a bit more other than like traditional Total Wars. Comparing it to like the Total War Attila, Medieval Kingdoms, Total War 1212 AD, there's not too much friendly fire in that. It's because every melee infantry nearly in this time period has a skirmisher ability. Most of them would carry 2-3 peeler or at least a javelin equivalent with them in their army sack, their army rucksack. I believe like even some of the Equites and Jav cavalry had anywhere between 6. I think they used to go back to the front lines and replenish when they'd run out. The Equites cavalry was like crazy in this time period. Like the amount of equipment they had. The massive spear. They even had like a double-handed longsword they used to draw out, like, which was huge. It was like 6 or 8 feet or something stupid, just for hacking and slashing enemy combatants. Okay, guys, welcome to the campaign map. Octodorus, or what I like to call Octodoron, is now ours. And by the look of it, we didn't lose any of the entirety of our units, and we can loot it for 10,000. I just think the economy is not quite right, because that is a massive advantage to get for us. And we've actually taken the entire region of Octodorus, because it's a little bit deceiving, because there was actually Noria as a part of it. We've also got Cambo Dunham and Korea as well. We've also got the Alemanni up in the north, which hopefully could help us out. Alrighty, unfortunately on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 5 of the Total War Rome 2 Divide et Impera Empire Divided modded series. We're playing as Emperor Aurelian, of course. In the next episode, we're probably going to try and push against their capital, Bracht. And yeah, because Gaul's like weirdly sort of split, isn't it, to take the entirety of it. They've still got some territory up in what I would consider, that's like Belgium there across the river, and then across it's like the Netherlands. We'll send some forces further south. But after another lot of defeats, where does it put Gallic Rome? Still even, so maybe they got more active forces. So we'll try and just evenly spread and protect those 4 legions pushing across. We might even be able to get another. So they're now pushing over there. Once we finish off with the Roxolani, that's why I couldn't remember their goddamn names. We'll try and finish off the Roxolani in the next, because taking this entire region of Dacia is actually more beneficial. If it doesn't look likely that the Gauls or the Goths are going to push against us, we could very well send these 2 divisions either to finish off... Oh, Palmyra's getting smashed. Who are the Lachamids there? Yeah, they don't want any relations. Oh, Egypt's getting pushed a bit. Oh wow, they are really getting pushed. Yeah, my client state Egypt is getting smashed by Nabatea. Memphis has been sieged. And they've taken Hormuz there. Okay. Petra, Tyrosh has fallen to the Armenians. And same with Antioch itself. Yeah. So if we ever want to reclaim sort of east of Rome, we're going to have to do that. We've still got our client states in Lydia, Galatia, Egypt, and Numidia for now. But let me know in the comments if you'd like me to expand and conquer. Focusing on Gallic Rome for the next couple of episodes is probably going to be the play. He's the only really sort of emperor ruling that can contend against me. Oh, his puppet states are Britannia and Hispania Citerior. Ah, that's why we can't peace out with them. But we can, they've got like a level of autonomy that we can like negotiate with them. Huh. That's really interesting. Their puppet states are doing nowhere near as well as us. But maybe if we can defeat Gallic Rome, they might bend the knee. Like, for example, we do have the option to... who's someone that's sort of left? Like Lusitani, right? I'm pretty sure if we get good enough relations with them, we can join confederation with them if we want to. But for now, we are the undisputed sort of Roman Empire. Or not, it's not really Roman... we're the main Roman faction now, as we hold it. But here is the Empire for now. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. Support it by leaving a like and a comment, and I'll do more episodes. If not, feel free to leave a dislike and we can move on to something else, because by now we've definitely hit our sort of short victory conditions I would consider. We just need to mop up Gallic Rome for now. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you would like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.